Wayne on a 65 from his first run. Can he better it? We await to see. Look at the line from Wayne Curran, nailing the circuit so far.
Yeah, look at this, Eddie. Absolutely puts the floor as Wayne Curran stands on the accelerator, smokes up those tyres on that Curran Motorsport TDP equipped SR20 powered S13. Big clutch kick as he takes it to the wall across the line. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Wayne Curran.
First run.
Yeah, Mark Illand currently sits in 22nd position. So Mark Illand safe inside that top 32, just about. But he's going to want to better that score to secure that place inside top 32 later on. You know what, Eddie, not doing a whole lot wrong. Lacks that impact and aggression. So a very, very technical run there from Mark Illand. The run, the showman of the BDC, fires his RB power S14. Look at the angle and commitment from Lewis Baker.
Yeah, but he's on the drop zone at the moment, Dean. He needs to pull in a big run if he's going to keep himself in the competition. Look at
this is a very impressive run though, Eddie. Huge commitment, big angle, huge impact. Look at this, Lewis Baker. Big clutch kick as he takes it to the wall, brings it across the line. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for Lewis Baker.
To get the power there.
He's 370 horsepower, SR20 to the wall. Left the wall a little bit too early, but managed to pull it back online and starts to tidy it up now as you throws this car from clipping point to clipping point. And he gets out nice and wide as he just throws the wall across the finish line. Yeah, Callum Marshall likes to put on a show as he keeps that car glued to the wall until he gets on that very high line, stands on the accelerator. There's 2JZ powered.
Yes, standard enough 2JZ, 400 brake horsepower.
Very, very fluid run so far from Callum Marshall, making it look absolutely effortless as he takes that car to the wall and across the line. The 4-litre turbo-powered R33 Skyline and absolutely nails it to the outside line, Eddie. This is fast and wide from Scott Cartledge.
Yeah, Scott doing a really nice job here, nailing the circuit so far. Lots of speed, lots of impact, and when he puts the foot down, lots and lots of smoke. And as he crosses the line, Scott Cartledge.
Nathan Chivers needs to put the run of his life in now on the accelerator and squeezes 600 horsepower out of that engine. He misses clipping point 2. Can he pull this together? He desperately needs to find himself a place inside his top 32 if he wants to keep that championship dream alive.
And it's going to be a nervous wait. Will he do enough?
Brian Cooper currently sitting in 44th position, Eddie.
Yeah, needs to really bump the score up here. Some interesting facts about him. He's very to the point about his facts. He hates buses, he's been to a factor, he likes pancakes, and he loves dogs. He loves a space in the top 32 even more though.
As we just see these guys are leaving the circuit. Give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as they come past you.
But what it also does, it also increases the score that our remaining drivers who have not qualified into that top 32 have to beat. So
a tough weekend there, Eddie. I mean, Kieran Hines said that he set this course out in a way that it was very, very difficult. You know, it wasn't going to be a walk in the park. He wanted to test the drivers and push them to their limit. We're at the 4th. So, Eddie, that is it. That finishes off qualifying. We can confirm, officially confirm, that currently sitting in first place is Carl Chisholm. Second is Mark Gemmell. Third is George Boyd. Fourth is Brett Perry. Fifth is Callum Marshall. Sixth is Ian Lonsdale. Seventh is Magic. Eighth is John Shine. Ninth is Scott
Ryan Little.
down now as he does and he leaves a little bit of separation. Oh, and Andrew Earl goes off track, ripping the back bumper off of that PS13. Cole Chisholm keeps his cool and keeps again and starts to stand on it as they bring it across the line. 1 o'clock hanging back there, Eddie.
Tentative game here, but he's going to need to pull up his socks and try and get back in this one because Wayne Curran is nailing that qualifying line. It does come a little bit shallow there down into the teardrop section, but Martin Wanacott not bringing the fight.
And again, that separation, Eddie.
Cutting the course dramatically now to try and get back with it. Back on the door. He's just a very, very mid-line as Wanacott goes wide, drops the wheel. This has been scrappy from both drivers. Just like on the first one. Look at that line though. Every last millimetre of tarmac here in Driftland, nailing that outer line. And Mark Illand really coming up against an informed Scott Cartledge now. Scott Cartledge saving the best for battles, it seems. And Illand behind him just doesn't have an answer for the speed and grip of Scott Cartledge as he crosses the line, breathing down the neck of Mark Illand there. And he certainly is he's just, he needs to make sure he doesn't make any silly errors behind him as well. Can't get too aggressive here.
Yeah, Scott Cartledge really needs to keep these cool as he transitions behind Illand now. Starts to step on it, but he got himself called out there a little bit, Eddie.
Yeah, just doing enough though, I think.
So as they send in, Brett Perry is leading into Jason Clark. Jason Clark now starts to hunt down the back end of that Lassa Tyres R33. Jason Clark's looking strong. Brett Perry on a very, very tidy line, but look at the dive from Jason Clark, Eddie, as he starts to pull on him.
Yeah, well, he needs to make it. He needs to make another dive here.
What has Perry got? He throws that car onto the back end of that slide motorsport RX-7, Eddie. This looks good from Perry, but he's got a shallow angle. He starts washing wide into clipping point 3.
Yeah, Jason's line maybe looked a little bit shallow there, maybe just causing Perry to wash wide, but certainly brought the aggressive reverse half now. He needs to just try and close that gap a little bit as they cross when they leave the track well. Big error there. Baker in the lead position. Yeah, not getting that car to transition.
Yeah, Lewis Baker there, the unknown entity in UK drifting. This guy's either going to throw it down in fantastic style or make a huge error. Huge level there, just got a little bit caught up in that chase position, Eddie. This little Toyota Corolla to the wall, but look at the initiation from... Contact there from Lewis Baker as he hits the back end of Hughes A86 with a...
Yeah, on first look, it looked as though Lewis was just over aggressive.
Yeah, he went for a huge dive after the initiation, carrying a lot more speed. Yeah, made that contact.
I think the spotter was in the ear, he didn't let him know he turns on and off the aggressive.
And a huge aggressive entry there from Ben Rowland. But look at Callum Marshall, absolutely applying the pressure to Ben Rowland as they come down into clipping point 3. Callum Marshall balancing that car absolutely perfectly behind Ben Rowland, a little E36 contact. Absolutely brilliant job. Ben Rowland not really putting a foot wrong, but just not got the legs to pull away there.
Yeah, I think the only thing, you have to feel like Ian Rutherford's coming up against it here. A little bit disadvantage before they leave the line out. Look at the aggression here from Ian Rutherford though. Can he keep it going here?
Yeah, a little bit too much aggression there from Ian Rutherford. Has to kind of back out of it, and he backs out of it again.
Yeah,
uses the handbrake.
Big straighten there from Ian Rutherford as the error count starts to creep up. But it's got to be said for Jack Sims, going into the lead position, making it hard.
Yeah, to line. Ian Rutherford fires his car to the wall. Jack Sims absolutely perfect again with that initiation.
Yeah, both drivers nailing the initiation right all along the wall, giving full commitment. Just deviating from that outer line there, just a slight bit now, but
yeah, Jack Sims really doing a back there, and he just keeping his distance from me. And Rutherford would like to have seen him a little bit closer. They're already a little bit excited to get this battle underway. As Damien Wilkinson overtakes him and fires that car in. Robbie McGowan makes a big dive, and he starts to get on the door and apply pressure to Wilkinson's 180SX as they come into clipping point 3. And he look at the proximity from McGowan.
Yeah, make a big dive to get that proximity. Did he sacrifice line? That'll be the question the judges are asking here, but certainly maintained that proximity throughout. Damien not doing too bad a job, but a big straighten from both drivers.
As they throw it in, Magic's on an absolutely brilliant line, starts to make the dive across the track, and Lee Barker is right with him as they come into clipping point 3. Barker starts to make another dive. Magic's on an absolutely perfect line as Barker is right there on the transition, but makes a slight error and shuts it down. It's going to cost him as they take it to the wall and bring it across. He's in Magic. Magic is absolutely pedaling the death out of that car, but Barker throws it down. Barker. Magic is cutting line on circuit to try and gain that proximity. Not what the judges wanted to see.
No, this is very poor from Magic in terms of trying to keep with him. It looks as though he's just caught for pace, can't keep up with Barker, and having to sacrifice line.
But fire it in, Eddie, this is fast.
Yeah, well, all that's really left for him to do now is smash doors and have as much fun as possible, but he's building up a massive advantage here as the gap opens up. Will we see an answer here from Dave Patel?
And a huge error there from Charville. Charville's Scion stalls the drift, and to really pedal the car, gives the opportunity to Middle to get on the door. Mitchell now fires his car in, and Charville right behind him fires it. And Charville shuts it down.
Yeah, Charville dialing on quite a bit of angle there, and it just looked like he couldn't maintain it. Had to straighten.
Yeah, Charville there making a huge error, and Mitchell absolutely keeps it planted and puts in another astonishing qualifying run. Charville starts to get back on it, but I think is a little bit too late. And a huge separation straight away. He's been doing all day. Mike Jackson massively sacrificing line to try and gain proximity, but there is no proximity to be seen here in this battle so far.
No, makes a big dive, but Jordan just nailing that qualifying line. And Mike Jackson has to bring the proximity here, but he's had to sacrifice line.
In Joe Boyce just giving him a little bit of room, but then Mike Jackson slightly offline there. Joe Boyce can see this, he's just holding back ever so slightly now. Joe Boyce playing a very smart game here, and he's just holding back a little bit before he makes the dive for proximity.
Yeah, showing wisdom beyond his years, and there you can see from Mike Jackson in the lead position.
One of the hardest men to beat in Pro-Am. And Matt Denham absolutely fires around at this circuit here in Scotland in this V8 turbo-powered RX-8. Matt Denham on a really good line, but here comes Oliver Bolton. Look at this, trying to make the dive on his door already.
Yeah, the front went up, trying to bring the fight towards the end of the run here, but
we will be Matt Denham to chase this Oliver Bolton. Oliver Bolton with a time.
But he comes way offline.
Oliver Bolton takes it off track and into the tyres. Matt Denham keeps it planted, hand out the window. Ladies and gentlemen, as he goes past to show your appreciation for Matthew Denham.
Had to try and force a mistake and take it back and try and get into that top 16.